Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring you my weekly review.
Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here, meeting my icon, Catherine Isabel here.
Across the streams of hopes and dreams where things are really not. Come along if you can. Come along if you dare.
Have a good one. Cheers, guys.
Side of your mind, but please realize you'll probably be surprised.
Hey, what's up you guys? Bloody Jacob here to bring another movie review. This time we're going to be talking about Jurassic World, which of course came out in 2015 and stars Chris Pratt, along with Bryce Dallas Howard. Vincent D'Onofrio is in this. I know I just butchered his name, but he's known for his role as, Wilson Fisk, Kingpin on the Netflix Marvel shows. This one even has B.D. Wong in it. So yeah, this takes place sometime after the events of the earlier films, and of course the park has been reopened, for some crazy reason. Money. And there's been various add-ons to this park. You have dinosaurs, which should be great enough, but you have Bryce Dallas Howard's character and other people that work there that think they need more. They need to create these hybrid species, cross, blend them and everything, and it gets a little out of control to say the least, as expected. You have Chris Pratt's character who, trains these raptors, or not trains them as you would say, he builds a relationship with them about, love and respect. Yeah, which was kind of silly to treat them kind of like dogs in a way, but it made for some good dynamics, I think, and everyone seems to love Blue, the raptor in the middle there. But yeah, I have this special case for it here, which is pretty cool. I got it for $10 at Best Buy, so I thought now is the time to finally watch it. And I like the Jurassic Park movies, the first one especially. The second one was okay to me. I did find some enjoyment out of the third one. I am now looking forward to Fallen Kingdom. And as far as this, I still think the first one might be my favorite, but this one may be my second so far. And I did enjoy this, honestly, I did. So you have this park, it's bigger now. You have these brothers, Zach and Gray Mitchell, who are, of course, the nephews to Bryce Dallas Howard's character, Claire, who seems to be stuck up and sort of wrapped up in her business and her work and stuff like that. She hasn't seen him in almost 10 years, but she thinks it's only been like 3 or 4. So she has this assistant, take care of them when they first get to the park, when they're sent by their parents. Her assistant, by the way, is played by Katie McGraw, who people can know as Morgana from the BBC Merlin series, which also aired on Sci-Fi. She was also in the Slasher series recently. Who I love her as an actress, and I kind of wish she had a bigger role in this. But she ends up being on her phone a lot and losing track of the kids, and she ends up being picked off by these messed up pterodactyl kind of creatures later. And then eaten by the big aquatic thing. I can't even remember its name, and I feel really bad about that. Yeah, but you know what I mean. Anyway, okay. So yeah, I enjoyed this one, and the main thread in the movie is this thing called an Indominus Rex, and we find out it's a cross between a T-Rex, of course, but not only that, also a raptor. So this causes problems later when Pratt and the others try to use them to get on their side, but he ends up speaking to them and forming some kind of alpha relationship there. But I thought the Indominus Rex is pretty cool. So I didn't feel as like intimidated by this one as when I seen like the Spinosaurus when I was a kid or something, I guess. But still made for a pretty cool type of creature, I guess, because it size of a T-Rex, maybe longer, and then it could also, you know, kind of move and be mobile like a velociraptor too. So I thought it was kind of cool. As far as the performances go, I think Chris Pratt was pretty likable, as he always is in a movie. When it comes down to it, I don't think he's like the best, you know, actor in the world, but he does a pretty solid job, and this one, like I said, he's always at least likable, so I gotta give that to him. And I'm looking forward to seeing him in the sequel as well. Bryce Dallas Howard I haven't seen in a whole lot. I think she's good here. Her character's a little bit unrelatable at first. Like I said, I almost want him to go into direction of them giving her assistant Katie McGraw more screen time and have her actually really care about the kids or something. I don't know. But as it goes along, you know, I guess you get to like her more. There are always those scenes that people complain about with Bryce Dallas Howard of how she keeps wearing the high heels. But the movie acknowledges that. Chris Pratt, you know, questions her decision on that. And then there's the scene where she ends up leading the T-Rex with a flare to draw it out to fight the Indominus Rex. But she still has her heels on. But the thing was, the T-Rex wasn't actually chasing her yet. It was curious about the light. And so it's kind of just walking along with it. So, you know, it's not quite as bad as people make it out to be, but yeah, I hope she's taking a good look at herself in the mirror after this movie. But I think she does learn her lessons, and she becomes a little more humbled by the events of all this, you know, with dinosaurs on the loose and everything. Like I said, it's also fun seeing Wilson Fisk in this one as well, the Kingpin. But my main appeal of this movie is the T-Rex, who gets some awesome stuff towards the end of the movie. It's supposed to apparently be the same T-Rex from the first film, which is pretty cool because it has some of the older scars on it. You know, and I always geek out with that because I love the T-Rex in the first movie. And it's still sort of like the poster child, you know, for the franchise as well. I mean, this is, you know, still the logo. You know, then you have, as far as the effects go, it looks, you know, pretty good for the most part. They definitely used a lot more CGI in this one. They sort of took away a lot of, like, the animatronics or the prosthetic stuff. Or I don't know why I'm saying prosthetic, but the animatronics that the earlier films were known for. And so most of it is CG in this, unfortunately. As far as I know, I'm sure there are some things that weren't completely, but I hear they're going to use more practical effects again in Fallen Kingdom. There's spots where the CG looks pretty good, but then there are other ones where it's kind of clear and it takes away from it a little bit. You don't buy that they're there quite as much as you used to, which is unfortunate. And it's odd that the earlier film looks more real than this one. But, you know, it is what it is, I guess. But there's definitely some cool action sequences, you know, when the military group who wants to weaponize, like, the raptors and everything goes after the Indominus. And there are some, you know, fairly intense chase sequences as well, as we'd hope for. And like I said, when the T-Rex gets released, it's awesome. We get to see it fight the Indominus. The Indominus ends up putting it down, but it's distracted by Blue, you know, Chris Pratt's favorite raptor. And the T-Rex is able to, you know, kind of take it down after that and injure it quite a bit, which is cool. And then the aquatic thing comes up and drags the Indominus into the water. That's the end of that. Yeah, so yeah, I actually like this movie. You see, I was going to rate it a B- or a B, which I think I would still have to, just because of maybe the effects being a little bit off sometimes. And some of the dialogue was a little bit, you know, hokey as well, I guess I could say. Like, there were a couple times where I snickered at one of the lines or something just because it sounded kind of But still a good time, definitely. And I think it's my second favorite in the Jurassic Park franchise, and I have decent hopes for the Fallen Kingdom and how it's going to continue this. I think it's a good jumping off point to start from, for sure. And yeah, I think it should still be a good time for fans of the franchise, although it might not be the most, you know, memorable entry for some. I'm definitely glad my girlfriend had me watch this, though, and I made the decision to buy this. Because she's seen it quite a few times now, because we're a family. But yeah, so like I said, the performances are pretty good. There's no like real memorable one besides Chris Pratt's sort of like natural, you know, likability, I guess, if that's a word. But of course the main attraction are the dinosaurs, and they do a pretty good job in this one, especially with the T-Rex at the end. That was just awesome. And then you see the stare between the T-Rex and Blue. You know, it's like a show of respect or appreciation for the help. So I like that as well. So yeah, let me guys think about Jurassic World. If you've seen it, I'm guessing you have by now, what you're expecting from the Fallen Kingdom. So yeah, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, like, subscribe. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace. You know, there are a couple like genuine moments of there's just a tiny bit of blood in this as well, and guys clearly get like chomped like torso and head above. And there's this one dinosaur that unfortunately gets, you know, bitten in the head by the Indominus and stuff like that. Not so much blood there, but you can tell, yeah, that would be bad. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.